All right, guys, it is Thursday. I've had a great week so far. One thing I want to kind of put in your head to think about, nutrition. All right, how has that been for you guys? Check in with me if you feel like you need some assistance or some help. I'm going to be rolling out some nutrition programs as we are hopefully looking to get back into the swing of coming into the gym again. Let's also get back into the swing of being on a regular regimen as far as watching what you're eating, all right? Doesn't have to be a diet, doesn't have to be restrictive. Let's just start putting a little bit more thought into what we are eating and what we're consuming and putting into our bodies. Like I said, if you need help, reach out to me or stay tuned. I'll be having some details come out as far as our nutrition challenge starting soon. All right, here is your WOD Brief. All right, guys, warm up is starting with 2 minutes of a light jog. All right, head out for a minute, turn around, come back. Then we have 2 rounds of double taps. All right, getting those calves, ankles, and knees warmed up for jumping later. We have 10 3-point touches. Really want to feel that stretch in the back of the leg. Get a nice good hip hinge for those and get a really good stretch in the hamstring. All right, then 10 good mornings. Again, working on that posterior chain. Keep that back nice and straight for those good mornings. No rounding, all right? Nice and straight. Scapulas are squeezed back together. Everything is nice and tight, posterior chain. All right, 2 rounds for the second part. Then no strength work today. We have some core conditioning at the end, but we're gonna get right into our Metcon, all right? Save everything for that run and double unders. So we're starting with a 1 mile run. I would like you guys to kind of note your time when you come back from that run, all right? See if it's a PR. I know we've been doing lots of running, lots of body weight work, so I think you guys might be pleasantly surprised at your mile time when you get back, hopefully, all right? So 1 mile run. When you come back, then we have 3 rounds of 50 double unders and 30 dumbbell snatches. Now, here is the kicker. Those 50 double unders have to be unbroken if you're planning on doing this RX. All right, that means if I am jumping and I'm doing my dubs and I did 48 and shoot, I tripped up on 49, I have to restart back from 0 before I can move on to the snatches. All right, I have to get 50 in a row without messing up, without tripping up on the rope. All right, now the ways that you guys can scale this, I've given you some options over here. You guys can do singles. I would still like them to be unbroken, so maybe follow the same guideline, follow the same rule. You can do double taps, or you can do taps to a wall or an object outside of your reach. Any of those options are fine, all right? But I do want to put some element of unbroken, or I'm doing large sets, all right? Another way to do that is if you can do, let's say, 20 or 30 double unders, but you're not at the level of doing 50, then try and hit 20 or 30 in a row, and then continue chipping away until you get 50, all right? Then after that, our 30 dumbbell snatches, just make sure that that dumbbell touches the ground, and we got lockout overhead. Now, lockout is not here. I'm looking for it to be here, all right? Keeping that dumbbell always stacked above the shoulder. If I'm outside here, or I'm out front, or I'm too far behind, that's when we can start to have some achy shoulders, all right? So try and make sure you're catching that dumbbell in the right position. Alternate as needed for those until you guys have accumulated all 30, all right? Remember, that is 3 rounds of that, all right? Each round is gonna start with that unbroken double under set. All right, now after that, we have some core conditioning, some midline work. All right, we are gonna accumulate a plank hold. Now, I've put 3 different time increments in there. If you are like a pro at planks, then you wanna go for that longer time duration. If you are thinking in your head, man, I struggle holding a plank for more than like 30 seconds at a time, then I want you to go for that shorter duration. All right, regardless, you have a 10-minute time cap. So you're gonna pick either 4, 6, or 8 minutes, all right? And you're gonna see how long it takes you to accumulate that. So let's say I go for like a minute plank, and I'm gonna rest maybe 30 seconds in between each minute, or rest as needed in between, all right? I'm gonna see how long can I accumulate a plank hold in 10 minutes, all right? Your goal is to try and hit that 8-minute plank. If not, then we're working for 4 or 6. All right, if you guys have any questions, reach out to me. Have fun with this one, and I will be back for Friday's WOD Brief tomorrow.